Check 1, 2. I think we're live. We should be good. It's coming up. Check 1, 2. I think we're live. Yep, looks good. Go ahead and kill that. Okay, there we go. Seems some pretty cool game dev stuff right now. Alright, let's start owning. I've got no reason to change this playing this deck, honestly. Yeah, we'll go first. 60 cards. Uh-oh. A deck back. Uh-oh. This is not the greatest. We'll keep it though. Yeah. Yarna. Draw a card unless I bury 5 cards. Okay. We may actually have to play the Might Singer here. This is kind of a bad hand for this deck. If one of your effects would create a card, it costs 1, create that many plus 1 instead. Oh, that's interesting. So that works with our whatever you call it. This might be a real deck. I'm kind of excited right now. Yeah, I guess we'll do this. We drop a Whimsy. I'm not a big fan of playing the Might Singer here, but I think we have to. If it gets killed, it gets killed. It just eats a piece of removal, really. If not, we've got Palm of Granite, and then we'll get 2 Might Singer looks there at drawing cards. Bury 2 cards of each opponent's deck. Bury 1 plus 1. Okay. This is gonna bury. So we may have to play something. I don't really care about this being unblockable, I think. I'd rather just not bury cards. Let's just... That's fine. You can be unblockable, because I don't think I care about your damage. Obviously, you're trying to mill me out here. Obviously. And this guy kind of like kills that whole plan, by the way. We'll play him in a minute. Let's see. Let's go Palm of Granite here. Okay. I have to use my Drop of Whimsy because I'm at 8 cards. It's going to make me discard. So we'll do it on that guy. Oh, wow. Play Valorous card, deploy +1 for each of your Valorous. Okay. That's fine. We don't have any attacks to make here. There's no reason for him to swing here. I'd be surprised if he swung, because I've got a lot of damage coming. Possibly. Yep. That's pretty good. That definitely does what he wants. Don't do it. Not a good idea for you. There you go. So I like Caravan here because it's going to be hard to target. I kind of want to wait till I've used up a fair amount of his removal before I play this guy to really kind of surprise him, because I know he's trying to mill me out. So yeah, we'll go Caravan here, which is just going to make me dudes, and then more dudes. Pass, that's fine. I'm going to go Pesky Pipit next turn, because we probably have 6 things we can scrounge up, I think, at this point. You can draw a card, because I think that milling me is a bad thing for me. Actually, I probably should have looked. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I should have milled 5. Yeah, never mind. He'll just mill me. Okay, have we got 6 yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're good. We can play Pesky Pipit next turn. Yep. This guy's all mill. All in on that mill. It's like he's all about that base too, you know. We may actually lose today. Yeah, let's just do this first. Activate his power. Maybe less that guy. No, actually, I don't want him to have that guy in case he can resurrect things. Actually, it doesn't really do anything for him. Let's get rid of that guy. And that, I guess. Make a dude. We have no other resource to play here. This gets +2/+2 this turn. Just this turn, though. So we can sacrifice these dreadlings with that guy. Eventually. Da-da-da! So I can turn the dreadlings into stuff. Cool. Still milling me out. Okay, we probably need to play our Hap Hero this turn, I think. Buried point of power this. When it dies. Or we could just take the damage. Or I could just chump it off. And just never, it'll just never die. Could do that as well. We need to play a resource here. I guess I'll play that in my second main phase. Or we could play Spring Litter if we had a resource. We don't have a resource. We could also play Merry Caravan. I think we really need to play this guy, though. That's what we need to do. Let's... yeah, let's go ahead and play this guy now. Then I'll swing in with a bunch of things. Swing, swing. Yes, and we will do it on this guy, I guess. What did this guy end up being? So if things die, they'll get placed in my crypt, which will just shuffle them back into the deck. And we'll play a Might Singer. So we've got 2 high priority targets. So he could either, if he sweeps this out, we're in trouble. But otherwise, he needs to deal with these high priority targets. He's got Might Singer and Happy the Hero guy. I don't know. I think there's no true sweep in Blood though anymore. Maybe he might be able to bounce everything to my hand. I think he might have something that does that. Okay. So when this attacks, I bury cards, I guess. Then those just go back into my deck. So every time he buries cards, they just go back into my deck. He's not... I don't think he's read the card yet. He hasn't read this guy yet. There you go. So this is a control matchup, so we're actually going to side in Brosy Buck, Mischief Maker, to kind of mess with his deck. Maybe this guy. Oh, he didn't like it. Okay, never mind. Okay. It's like you just totally messed with my whole strategy. I can't mill you out. I don't want to play anymore. So far, like, I haven't really done a lot, and this deck is just kind of taking on all comers right now. But, to be fair, I still haven't played against a real opponent yet. So there's that. But hey, quick games are quick games. You know, if I don't have to play game 2 and 3, and they'll just let me win, that's cool too. Blue Winter Roses. Okay, this might be a real deck. This looks like this might be Candles. This is probably Candles. Candles is still a deck, right? So basically, you're gonna play a bunch of 1/1s, and then they're gonna become really big Candles, and I'm gonna have to have a hard time dealing with it, I bet. I guess we go non-resource with this. Keep. This is a good hand, though. This is much better than the hand in our last match. Yep. Okay. Definitely want non-resource here. I think this is going to be a real deck. I recognize this name. Blue Winter Roses. I recognize that name. Oh, this looks pretty legit here. So yeah, he makes these Candlekins. It's one of those things. It's basically a race to see who can go crazy and deal lethal. It just depends on the hand. The Candles deck doesn't really draw a lot of cards, so sometimes it'll fizzle out once in a while. You have to go defensive, if I remember right. I have to go defensive. Unless I have, like, the win on board. So, yeah. Best draft deck ever. This is not draft. Yeah, I shouldn't say draft on the thing. I think I take the damage. Because I'm going to pump this guy next turn. Draft was yesterday. And I did change the message, so it may have come up. It may have come up draft on Twitter, but it should not be that way otherwise. Let's see. If I play this guy, I have blockers, right? So let's do that instead of playing the Palm of Granite. I think that's what we do. Cool, man. Thanks for hanging out, by the way. Eh. Always palm early. I kind of want it to combo into these. That's the problem. Because if I don't, then these kind of become dead cards. So I think we can. We want to play Merry Caravan. We don't want to play Exalted Pathfinder. Some of the sentences are best. Okay, so we'll go Palm. Play another resource. Play Alkalite. If we swing, can he win? That's the question. I feel okay doing one. Let's just do one. That should be okay, right? Let's just send one. Has Crush. Crushes over that guy, so I think he didn't know that. I don't think he knew that that actually crushed over his guy. He shouldn't have made that block. Okay. Yeah. That's pretty good. Can't really deal with flyers in this deck, so we're going to start taking at least 4 damage here. Okay, so we're going to go Caravan, Might Singer. Yeah. I mean, I guess I could Palm here and then just try to push in for the win. No. Okay, so if we Palm, we can play Merry Caravan, or we can draw a card, right? Actually, I'll just draw a card off of Pathfinder. Let's do that. Just draw a card. Caravans are really slow in this matchup, so we're going to side most of those out. We might keep one, but really slow. Okay, so now we can swing for a ton. Yep. If we have to, we have chump blockers here. He's almost dead at this point. Like, I don't even know if he can swing. He needs to deal with these. He needs to give him like -1/-1 or do something. Yeah, I think you're right though. I think that he's not. You like Singer and Palm? Yeah, we could have done that as well. Because we probably would have drawn more cards, possibly, than Pathfinder. So, Might Singer, Merry Caravan, Might Singer. And we'll go with a non-resource here to try to draw a troop. Okay. We can buff our dude, I guess. He's not going to be able to remove anything with one resource, so this should be over at this point. For a while, I wasn't running the Jousters in this deck, but they seem so innocuous at first glance, but suddenly there are 14-14 Crush Jousters. Yeah. Okay, so do I have things that revert? I don't think so. I do need to be able to kill his stuff, so we're going to play more hecklers in here. I don't know if I need that. We definitely want to go down to maximum one caravan. I don't think we want this guy. He is a trick, though. Maybe he's okay. Let's see. We want these Eternal Seekers. We definitely want those. I don't think we care about this guy. Yeah, I definitely am not running 2 shards in here. We don't need it. We could run Battle of Destiny, could also help us out here. Just we need to remove some of that stuff. Destroy constants. I don't. Yeah, I think we just get rid of the Merry Caravan. I think it's just too slow here for this matchup. Pocket Army also is probably too slow here. It doesn't really do a lot for us. Okay, I think this is fine. We could go Brosi if we feel like we could. I think this is just more for the control matchup than anything, though. I don't think it really helps actually here. I mean, I guess it could combo break him if he's playing the. I mean, he's got to be playing the one that costs 7, where it gives you Illuminate 3, but you end up only usually paying 3 or 4 for it because it reduces its cost every time you play a candle or something. But hey, I'm glad this is like the first real deck we played against here, so that's good. All right, we're starting to see the real decks. We have to maul this. That's good. He mauled, so we'll maul as well. Yeah, we definitely want to maul this. He mauled a 5. That's bad. Keep. Yeah, I mean, I played with those. We're not really playing true momentum per se. I mean, we are, but like I found that those cards are good when they work, and then when they don't, it's really bad. Also, getting swept out, like having the wild, whatever it is really good, and the ramp that I have is just really good in this deck. Dread Harvest is another one nobody's running right now, or at least they weren't a couple months ago. That's bad for us. We need to be able to deal with this guy. Yeah, we need to deal with that. I don't have a thing that can deal with that, though, unfortunately. Is this quick action speed? It looks like it is. It says 1 shot. So that means we could actually block this guy and then exhaust it, which is important. No real reason to play the Jouster right now. So we're about to really get owned by this guy. Yeah, we need to be able to deal with that, and I don't think that we can. We actually have a whole bunch of removal in the deck, and we just can't deal with this guy right now. We might give up our pocket army here and exhaust it, just so he doesn't get an illumination. That might be the best play, honestly. don't know why he's playing this. This seems bad. Target trooper gets +1/+1 to random boon. Okay. If he makes him untargetable, that's a problem. Yep, he just made him untargetable. I guess at least I have infinite blockers, right? Minimum. Although, not really anymore. Do I want to give up a Jouster? No. I guess we'll just palm here. So we can try to play... If I palm here... If I had a 1-drop, I could play it. Yeah, I think we're just... He's going to get the damage in no matter what. Like, I don't really want to give up a pocket army before I can exhaust it anyways. Luckily, I've got this guy for the Trixies. So next turn I can do that, right? This costs 3. Okay, so we can take care of this guy. He's going to get 1 activation off of it, and that doesn't seem like it's that bad. So we could play either Pocket Army or Jouster. We probably want to play the Pocket Army and then buff it with our Primordial Silverback. That's a lot. 4/4. We can still deal with that. Gaining life is bad for us. Okay, so I need to have 5, because I need to be able to play this and be able to buff it with this, which will make it a 6/6, which is good enough to deal with this guy as long as there aren't any additional tricks, right? So that checks out, right? Let's see. If I do palm, I could do a Jouster instead. And it's the same. And plus I can buff the Jouster and play additional resources. If I play palm, I can't do the thing though. Can I play both? I think we'll go with the Jouster. And I'll do this. I need to have 3 left over. If I buff my guy, I can play a resource, but there's no reason to do anything. So we'll do that. Let's go non-resource. And yeah, so we'll actually we've made him really, he should be afraid to try to attack in, because we can make this guy really big. Now you might have the diamond card where it's like on the block he can kill my guy. That would be bad here. We can't exactly give our guy whatever you call it. I feel okay with this board state though. 3 cards in hand. We'll see. Maybe he's too afraid to attack in. Nope, he is not. Okay, so we're watching for the trick and we'll respond to the trick appropriately. This actually puts us in a really good spot. So he's going to do this, deal 4 damage. Okay, so if we buff our guy by 4, that completely negates all of that. He has 2 resources. He could do it again, which would really feel bad, but we got to do this because we got to deal with this guy. So we'll respond by doing that. And we're going to hope that it's going to be good enough. Looks like it was good enough. We're in good shape now. Okay, so we're basically just emptying shards out of our deck at this point. Should I be worried about the Candlekins? He's got 2 candles. If he illuminates 3 times, that means they become 4/4s. That's 8 damage. I think I should be okay. Plus I have a pocket army I can chump off with if I need to, and most of the time they don't have crush. So I think I'm okay to attack for, was that 19 damage? We're actually almost at a place where we can play another resource here. Play the pocket army in our second main phase. Okay. Jubilant Jouster getting us there again. Okay. So he'll illuminate one, but he's still in a bad spot because this Jouster's just going to get ridiculous. What he needed to do, this is quick action speed. No, never mind. It's basic action speed. He needs a quick action speed that does 1 point of damage to kill my guy right now. That's what he needs. But he doesn't have it. So we can do that. We can buff here. I don't think there's anything. Yeah. Let's go ahead and use the power. I've got the power. Throw it on that guy. One resource. There's nothing in Diamond or Ruby that can do anything to this guy. So that's enough. Well, almost enough to kill him in his starting health. Ta-da! Let's see, what are we in? We're not quite at gold yet. We're working our way up to it, though. We're starting to see real decks, though. That's good, right? Yeah. I think the bad matchup is basically anyone that can sweep me out for 3 turns in a row. That's usually the bad matchup. And even then, like, they still have to get rid of my enchantment. Or, well, not my enchantment, but my constant. They have to get rid of that because that also produces dudes. So, yeah. We're working our way up. If I see enough people in the limited, I'll jump into that queue as well. Let's see, there's 1 out of 8. Yeah, there's not anywhere near enough people. Unfortunately, you can't see the deck. Can I do this while I'm doing this? Am I still in queue? I don't think I'm in queue anymore if I do that. No, I'm not. See, now this is what needs to happen. We need to be able to come in here, queue up, and then allow me to go and do PvE or something. Because this is not good television, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, there needs to be stuff to do in the downtime where I'm able to do that, but they tried doing that a long time ago, but it was very confusing, and sometimes it fired, and sometimes it was just really weird. Like, I can't be queued up and then do something. Like, I can't be like, oh, I'm going to go do Siege now. Diamond has Scouring Light. Yeah, it wipes all the constants. Yeah. That could be helpful. But yeah, I mean, if they're running that in the Blood Diamonds, that's still control, right? I would think it's Blood Sapphire is probably, it should be, Blood Sapphire should be the best control, but well, it always ends up being like Blood Diamond. That's what it should be. Is this a real deck? It doesn't look like it. Nope, 68 cards. Never mind. You used your third Kickstarter account. Yeah. I suppose I do have a second account somewhere that I don't really do anything with, but this guy's just kind of in here for the early candles, I think is why I had him in here, and he also gives me more stuff to do with all of this resources, because sometimes I just end up drawing all resources, and it's like, well, I can put a whole bunch of resources on the board and then just look at you. Sometimes that does happen from time to time. I think I'm running 24 resources in here. We need non-resource here. We need some action. I mean, this is like this is a turn 4 to 6 kind of a deck, you know, like usually that's when I start taking over or win the game on those turns. But that's not going to happen if other things don't happen, right? We're going to go Jouster here, and then I'll play the Palms after. Actually, we might just save them to play with a Merry Caravan. I really do kind of like tend to like try to combo them instead of just... There's nothing to ramp into. They're basically activating my other cards. Like, I guess there's the Silverback, but, you know, most of the things cost 5 or less in the deck. Yeah, I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be where I am right now. So we will play the Merry Caravan. If I pay 2 charges, I can get unblockable with that guy. That doesn't seem like it's worth it right now. Let's just do that. I don't think I want him to kill my Jouster, so I'll just swing with the Lackey. And deal 1 point of damage. I mean, if he's gonna kill this Jouster, I'm gonna make him pay for it. Like, you know, it's gonna be like 10 damage to the noggin. Okay, yeah, he saw that constant come down. He might just give up here. We'll see. I didn't really see anything in his deck. I don't really have things that can revert stuff, which is what I would think I would want here. I can destroy some constants, but I didn't really see any. I could play some things out of play. I guess I can void things with Eternal Seeker. Okay, we can side in some Eternal Seeker. Trade it out for Silverback, maybe. Like, this is the most rampy thing that I could ramp into in here. The most of the rampy. He's in blood, so I think we want to keep those. I don't know that I'm going to want to kill... Oh, this seems okay, I guess. It's still good, right? I don't know. Maybe one less Pathfinder? We'll just play one Seeker. How about that? Let's just play the one, because I didn't really see his deck. This could be a dead card just sitting in my hand if I don't ramp. If I don't ramp. Yeah, 24 shards is what we're running here. We could also get rid of Eager Lackey as well, because the early game may not matter that much here. Oh man. I always see Community Showcase jump in my channel. Which Community Showcase is it? Is that like the main page of Twitch? I'm not sure why I keep getting, or how I keep getting featured on there. Or if it's just it trolls around and it kind of just goes from stream to stream. But I would think there's like a lot more interesting stuff than this going on. You know, everyone loves Fortnite, you know. I like that. The card back's pretty sweet. Can he hear me? No, he's playing on PlayStation. Did he just put all of his cards into his deck? He's playing with 75 cards. This is iffy. This is okay. It's pretty iffy. It's pretty loose hands. We're going to keep it because we're up a game. Yeah, see, I chased them off by talking about community showcase. No, they left now. So we've got Alkalite of Shoku, which gives us a little bit of rampy-ish stuff. Okay, now we're okay. So we'll play Alkalite into Might Singer, because that way we can play Might Singer and then play the resource. We kind of don't want to mill resources, or we don't want to. We kind of want to draw resources still, or draw like Palm of Granite. So playing the Might Singer actually might work against us here. It might be advantageous to actually not play the Might Singers because we actually want to draw resources. We need another resource, at least one more, or Palm of Granite or something. So yeah, so there's a bunch of different little avatars you can change your character into, by the way. There are a bunch of Pokemon you can buy. They're like 500 Babus. That's our currency on the stream. Okay, so just like I said, I really need more resources here, so we're actually not going to play these Might Singers because of that. We're actually going to go Jouster instead. I don't really have an attack to make here. Seems like not a card that is that great. I'm not that afraid of this deck. Cost 3 to make a Dreadling. Yeah, we really don't want to throw those other cards, those resources on the bottom of our deck at all. I mean, I suppose the other point that you could make is I could end up drawing a dude and then the resources underneath him, possibly. I think it's more, but 2/3 of the deck is either a resource or something that makes resources. I'll play the Caravan just so we're ready, because it's not very removable. It's hard to remove. But we're not in a great place right now. We're actually kind of stalled. He's got a chance. What does this do? Top 7 cards of your deck. Player revealed action with 3 or less for free. Wow. That's actually kind of cool. He's playing actions for free off of his deck. Well, he's paying 3 and then searching for actions and then playing them. Yep, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. I'm glad I did it to that guy and not a Might Singer. I guess I might actually have to heckle this guy. Although, if I get to play a resource, that would be easier because I could just trade one of the little dudes for... There we go. That's what we wanted. I don't know. 4 damage? You know what? That's fine. Let's heckle this guy. No, I should just draw a card. Yeah, let's draw a card. I need to draw cards here. Really need to draw cards. Yeah, now I've got a blocker for that guy. Perfect. Gladiator 1. Oh, never mind. I've got a chump blocker for that guy. Not even a trade. It's pretty amazing. We definitely need to get some artifact removal in here for this thing. I definitely know what I'm siding in. I don't know that the other thing's actually going to be helpful, though, for us. This guy doesn't have Crush, does he? No, he doesn't. Oh, I guess I get to give Gladiator to another guy. I guess I'll give it to this guy. Sure. Sure, why not make Exalted Pathfinder even more of a target for my opponent? Where he hates him even more. In case he didn't hate him enough. Let's go Might Singer. It seems we need to draw tons of cards here. Catch up. I draw so many cards right now. Right, meow. He's got 2 resources. He might be able to do something here to respond to this craziness that I just presented him with. Go non-resource. We will buff. I'm going to spread out the buff here because once you put momentum, we've talked about this. Let's put it on the Arena Regular. No. Let's put it on the Might Singer. Put on the Might Singer. Ooh, there we go. Dread Harvest. That's pretty good. Swing for a lot. Got this guy. This guy is like crazy value. Okay. Okay. What is this? When Plague and Famine, that's this guy, deals combat damage to an opposing champion, which I'm never going to let him do. Put a random troop from your crypt into the Death Giant Blightbark in its name into your hand. Okay. Blightbark? What's Blightbark? Seriously, what's... It's probably looking for the target name. Okay. Let's play another Merry Caravan, and I can still play my Heckler. Gotta kill this thing because it's got Death Touch. We're going to trade this guy for his dude. Might as well just swing with the house, right? It's not a lot he's going to be able to do here. Ba-da. And we are still in silver. Nobody wants to change their avatar into anything. They just want to be those not Pokemon. Make them jump. Stuff. Ta-da! We'll go first. Sure. Keep. Harvest in the palm. Setting up for pesky pipit at some point. Hold on. Left 50. There he goes. Get over there, dude. Okay. Harvest. Target action gets runic for 4 charges. I'm gonna save my palm. Let's save it. And instead we'll do this. Non-resource. Because now I'm starting to build up so I can use pesky pipit. Blight Bark Thrall for my deck into my hand. This guy's also not playing a serious deck. Someone needs to tell people 60 cards. We wanted it 60 cards. It's like a dead giveaway that these people don't know what they're doing. Caravan could be okay here, I guess. It's either that or Eager Lackey. I guess we'll play the Caravan. We'll play in a second main phase. Take 3. It's not really a problem. Like he's really not at a place. He can't counter here. Yeah, it's going to be hard for him to deal with this constant. Merry Caravan is like, that's the thing. Like if you're a blood and you can deal with a Merry Caravan out of my deck, then you're in good shape. It's like everybody's playing the same things. Look, I can buff this guy. I think people are just too used to troops being really, really super sticky in, and you just have to buff them and get them out of range of things in Hearthstone. I think a lot of these people are just Hearthstone players. That's what's going on here, because the way you play troops in Hearthstone and the way you play troops in this game are just completely different. It really is. We'll draw some cards here. Yep, and I'll spread it out. I'm going to spread this buff out a bit. So this guy already has a big target on his head, so you know how that goes. And we'll play Lackey in our second main phase. We can swing for, what is that, 10? 10's pretty good. 10 is pretty good. Yeah, that's true. They're probably just using their starter cards. Oh, I guess we get to swing for 4, never mind. I had someone get pretty pissed off at me. They told me that playing on the PlayStation was easier than playing on computer. And I was like, whatever you gotta tell yourself. Yeah, he doesn't have speed. For some reason, I thought I had him out for a turn already. Let's see. So he's got a thing. Transform a troop into a random troop +1. Okay. Keeps all of its buffs. That was not the best for him. Okay. 3-7. Still not gonna work here. Not gonna do it. I guess the nice thing is I really just don't have to worry about sweeps, so I can just completely overcommit to the board. Yep. And I guess I should have played Merry Caravan first, actually, there. Yeah, he's like, whatever, dude. I don't want to play anymore. I'll just take my cards and go home. He probably won't play game 2. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't think there's anything I even want to side in here. Let's just save and go. But something tells me he's going to be like, nope. No thanks. I commend anyone for like going to the second game with these when you have basically the starter cards versus someone with a full collection. I do. I do kind of feel bad. Same thing would happen though, like at your local game store, like you show up and you play against the, I don't know, 12-year-old that their parents got them a starter deck and they thought that was going to be enough to play the tournament. And then like the kid asked their parents for more cards and they're like, "What? I just got you cards." No. Yeah, you don't understand how this game works. All the people complain about pay to win for like Star Wars. I have no idea. None of those people play cards. I venture to bet that a very small percentage of those people that complain about pay to win in shooter games have actually played any type of card game at a high level. Yep. We do the same trick we did the other time, where we can block his guy and then exhaust our dude. Playing Might Singer here is kind of dangerous. If I'll just play. I'll give him the respect that he deserves and not play Might Singer this turn. Although I don't think he actually has removal for it. But we're gonna respect him and not do that, so that way we can get our activation off of it. So what happens? You get lazy, you start playing things improperly, and that's when like it's gonna hurt me when I start actually playing against every deck ends up being the Candlekin deck we played earlier. Okay. Block it. Exhaust our dude. Trades, makes a 2/2. So yeah, we'll go Might Singer. No draw, that means that it basically took the top card and put it on the bottom of our deck. It only draws troops. So if it was a resource or if it was a spell, it's going to put it on the bottom of the deck. I think Palm of Granite is the only spell in our deck. Well, no, actually, Palm of Granite and all the constants. So there's, what is that, 12? Good choice. Now, you couldn't have played that on turn 3 to kill my Might Singer, but most players would have something that they could play on turn 2 to deal with Might Singer there. I don't especially like palming here, but I think we're going to just to try to empty some of the resources out of our deck. And let's go Alkalite to ramp. We're really close to playing our Silverback here. I don't know that do I want to play another resource here? It doesn't really help me very much. I'm gonna hold off on doing that, so I really don't have a lot of nice board state for that. I think I'll take the 3, maybe 4. 4. +1/+1 a random boon, right? Yeah. Swift Strike, okay. And +2 in Rebirth. He's all in on this guy. Yeah, people that play Hearthstone also don't understand that, like, when you do all of that on that guy and I place him out of play, that's a lot of value for me, you know, that you just gave me. Why did he not, yeah, I guess. Oh, I guess he didn't have anything, so there wouldn't have been any reason not to block that guy. Yeah, I guess we'll palm here. Like I said, I'm trying to get some action here in the deck. We need... No, that doesn't really do anything. I guess I should have played this guy first, actually. So that's a play mistake. Can we kill his guy? +4/+4? We can. So I guess we can do our trick like we did the other time. Let's put a non-resource on top here. And I guess I'll save the Silverback and we'll try to kill this guy. Yeah, that's fine. The other thing I can do is, I could have done, is instead of playing Palm of Granite, I could have played this guy and then activated these Dreadlings, and the Dreadlings get shuffled in, but then they turn into like other cards randomly, and then when I draw them, they draw cards because of this guy. Does a lot of cute stuff, that the high hero. 6, let's see, so if I buff him, he'll have a 7 back end. He's got 2 resources. I don't think I'm losing that much, so we're just going to go for it. You know, 6 damage is a fair amount of damage, so let's go ahead and just see what happens here. Maybe he's got the answer. I'm exactly where I need to be to deal with that. Okay. At least to prevent 6 damage there. Yeah, so let's do hero. Let's do Dread Harvest. Play our thing. Play a Pocket Army. I guess I'll buff my hero guy. Start building that guy up. Make another dude. Might as well make another dude. And then all these will get shuffled in because of the hero. I think I'm going to end up taking 6 here, though. That kind of feels bad. Ba-ba-da. What are they going to turn into? We won't know until we draw them. 6 damage is a lot. Oh boy. Nightfall. Night is a very dark time for me. I'll take 6. What's going on, armies? It's been a while. You still playing this Hex game that all the kids were playing a couple years back? Let's see. We want to be able to block with this guy. Let's do this. I'm gonna do this. I need blockers here. So we're actually gonna drop one of these guys just so we get a chump blocker. Sacrifice to destroy a constant that I don't need to destroy. And we'll block with this guy. And then exhaust and make another pocket army. Lord of the Rings online, huh? I guess I could try blocking this guy, but this guy I think is just too valuable right now, given the board state and some of the other stuff that's going on here. Sure. Eventually, though, I'll draw those guys. One day. One day. When my life has passed me. I'm getting killed by this 6/4 Swift Strike zombie. A zombie with Swift Strike. Let that settle in. Oh, does this do it for my opponent too? It almost looks like it did. Oh, what's this? Cards on the top of your deck equal to the troop's cost. Put one of them in your hand with the remaining in your deck. Oh boy. It's a flyer and I can't deal with it. That's not good. I might actually lose this match. Okay. We're gonna do that and that. I can't deal with that flyer. And that's it's got me on a 4-turn clock. Pocket army just keeps getting bigger. Well, not anymore, because I don't have one in play. That one's dead. Isn't he supposed to do something when this thing dies? Oh, he gets to summon a Nightfall when it dies, right? Yeah, so actually he's got me on a... Does one of those things have Crush? This guy has Crush! That's bad. He pulls it back. I think he might win here. It's a little late for you, Might Singer. I can buff the Might Singer, but I have no resources to play. At least I've got a blocker for this guy, but I think I've already lost at this point. Alright, so I need my enchantment slash artifact removal for this deck. This guy's giving me 1/4. Gotta hand it to him. Okay. Does this guy have Death Cry? No. Pretty sure he already won. Sometimes those artifacts will turn into like an 0/5 blocker, aerial blocker. Yep, I can't stop it. Good games. Okay, so we definitely need these Chomp Knights. This guy flies? He does. I'm gonna put him in there because he flies. This... Let's transform artifacts and constant to sea piles. No, I don't think it's that bad. I think what I've got should be good enough. We kind of had a bad hand there, by the way. There aren't that many bad hands, but you just saw one. Let's get rid of the Eager Lackey. I don't think the Silverback's actually that good here. Pocket Army also didn't do a lot of great stuff for us. It held them off, but it didn't really do a lot. It's mostly there for that control matchup where like they keep sweeping you out and you're like, well, I just keep playing Pocket Armies. The living card game. Yeah, who knows when they're going to release a new Hex set though, really. I feel like I need to toss this back. I can get a resource. I can get a third resource. Maybe it's okay. I've got 24 resources and then a whole bunch of ways to pull them. But I think we're okay. We should be okay. And he mulls. He's also got 75 cards, by the way. We just lost to a deck with 75 cards in it. Alright, so let's get our resource. We definitely want a resource here. Resource. We need 3 resources to play Palm of Granite. Things get too ridiculous, we actually can kill things. I guess I could have played with more hecklers. But we're in game 3 now, so it's serious. Super serial right now. We're going to respect his deck again and not play Might Singer here. Well, let's see. I've got a second one. I do kind of... I'll try it. We'll try it. We'll see what happens. Sugar Toes? Alright, so our gamble paid off. Our Might Singer gamble paid off. I can play Dread Harvest next turn. Yeah, we'll play it next turn. Wow, okay. And he's got 0 resources, so it seems like a fair swing. Get that 2 damage in there. Yep. He should. I guess not. I do more damage than he does. Try to harvest, I guess. Yeah. And we'll play the Jouster second main phase. It might be better to play Pocket Army though. Can't really swing here. We don't want to give up our Might Singers just yet. Maybe we do want to give them up. I don't know. They just didn't draw us cards, so I'll play the Jouster. We'll have some faith, I guess. So we've got 4 out of the. We've got 20 resources in there. 4 Palm of Granite and 3 more Dread Harvest. So what is that? 27. There we go. That'll work. Consistency. No reason to play this. We don't have a resource to do it. play these in our second main phase. I guess we'll just sit on this board state. Our Might Singers are going to start going nuts next turn. Oh, he's at 2 resources. That's bad for him. Just keep progressing our board state here. We can actually play Merry Caravan if we draw a resource. Oken Ceremony. Searching for... Well, that's kind of bad because he just needs a resource. This is what he really needs. So he just got beat by consistency. Or rather, inconsistency. Da-da-da. Am I there? Deck sleeve. Am I in gold? I am in gold. So next we're trying to get Sir Pies. You can see him play this while it's on top of your deck. And it's quick pastry night. There's some Doombringer packs. If anyone's looking for specific rares or anything, like I can do giveaways and stuff, or just honestly just give you things. It takes a lot of time to do giveaways. That's what I should probably do, is just do all my giveaways like when I'm waiting for the drafts. By the way, it's the draft. No one's in the draft queue. I don't know. If nobody's drafting, you might as well just allow people to pay gold and draft or something. Yeah, if you could flip a table virtually, they would definitely be doing it. I think we got one more game in us tonight, then I need to go to bed. This is almost midnight, and I do need to get up early tomorrow and go run. That's an important part of my life. Manny would have been the last. I don't know. We'll see. If we don't get a game in the next 6 minutes, then I'm going to bed. At least we got to a goal of some sort. We got to gold, right? So eventually, though, we'll make it, right? We'll get there and we'll start playing against all the players with all the good cards. Like, what's her name? The flame one. She's still good, right? The 3/3 that has speed and makes whatever the blaze, the X damage, 1 and X damage. She's still good. Matriarch, yeah, we didn't see Matriarch. Matriarch is a problem that I don't have a lot of great answers to in this deck per se. I have those guys that are 4/1s that I can just trade with it, I guess, but she can get out of hand. Or just Ruby in general, because like most of my stuff, it's lower than 2 or lower toughness for a lot of it. You know, they can deal with things. Quick action speed during the upkeep portion of the turn when they're debuffed, because I'm getting ready to put buffs on them. Gray Malkin, go first. Let's see, what's this guy? Troll gets invincible and get health. Okay. This is a Maul hand, so I don't have any ramp. I only have 2 resources. I can play a Jouster and then sit here and do nothing. So we're going to replace this hand. This is better. I'll draw a resource next turn. We'll see if we get one. I kind of wanted to start out strong with the Pocket Army. And then we can not play Might Singer and then play it on the following turn. So we can give something invincible and then gain health. I guess that's okay. People don't even seem to have the ice cards, and I feel like those are not too hard to get. You should have those. They're uncommon. So let's go non-resource now because we have our Palm of Granite. Non-resource seems good. We're just going to activate this guy. I could have waited till his end step to do it. I don't think he's going to come with anything any type of crazy speed in Diamond and Wild, so I'm not too worried about it. If he was in Ruby, then that would have been a misplay. Okay, so he's playing the typical momentum deck. So we're kind of at a race now. We'll play Might Singer. Draw. Okay. Swing, because that's a bad block for him. And we got Palm, and so Might Singer's going to start getting crazy big. And we went first, so we're at a pretty hefty advantage at this point. Take the damage. Well, let's see. Yeah, he just has to attack to get the coin, so he's already got the coin. Making this block doesn't really matter. You know. And I'm not going to make this trade. So he should be able to read that. That's not going to happen. I could have chump blocked with this guy, but that still doesn't do anything. So I still feel like that was the best choice was to attack with the pocket army. I'm not disappointed with the choice to attack with a pocket army there. This guy probably comes out. This isn't really his matchup. He needs to come out. I probably need to put in troop removal, so I'm going to put in 3 of those guys. I'm also going to play the one that removes all the things from play, that places everything out of play. So he's going for the palm. He's going for the damage now because he knows that I've got crazy damage I can do. He didn't think he was trying to figure out if I was going to trade, which I definitely was not going to trade. So that's actually good for me because I'd rather he play the palm now. He doesn't actually have this guy to like do the buffs like I do. He's trying to outlast me with his stuff. Merry Caravan's another one we can pull because it doesn't really do very much in this matchup. It's a little bit too slow. We can play a Jouster here, or we can play another pocket army. Let's play our Jouster here. And we don't really want to play this because we don't have a resource for it, so we'll just sit and see what he can do on his turn. Super awkward when you don't have resources. I mean, I guess he's got the coin, but yeah, it can get a little bit awkward when you don't have resources in this deck. Should really be thinking to himself, how much damage can I take? That's what he really should be thinking right now. How much damage can I afford to take right now? Because we're set up pretty well. This guy's going to be a 7/7. If he could kill this guy, that's what he wants to do optimally here. But it'll be a 7/7. We can buff him and then palm and hit him for 2 momentum. Yeah, that's what he needed to do. That should have been like a snap. He should have just been like, bam! Summon a gold elemental. Okay, what's that? A 10/10. Okay. So for 10, he can do that. That's pretty cute. Sure. So we can actually still buff our pocket army. So that actually saves us a little bit. But he was going to be out of range because I think this only kills things 3 or less. Yeah, so he's going to be out of range. So we really needed to play it there anyways. We'll take 4. We may have fallen behind now, or we may not be able to catch up at this point. We'll see. So let's do this. Yeah, we really kind of need to start doing stuff, so let's do that. Let's do this. Probably play the caravan here. I like drawing cards, but I feel like this guy is super vulnerable, whereas the caravan's less vulnerable. We could play the pocket army as well. But yeah, oh wait. He has Invincible, doesn't he? Because he gave it to him. So we actually can't do anything here. But we may double block him next turn. Possibly. So now he's momentum 4. So we may just double block him here. Eventually he'll run out of resources to play. I mean, I guess he's got the coin every turn, but yeah, you should know he's giving up his guy at this point. Okay. Okay. That's pretty big. Play another resource. Make some 10. Does he have Crush? No. Yes. I think we have to sacrifice it now. He has Crush, right? No. Okay, so we'll sacrifice our pocket army, I guess. Mostly because this guy's gonna... I guess either one could have, but this guy's got Crush, so he's a little bit more valuable to me. That's not the greatest. But it allows me to play Pathfinder and draw cards. Start trying to catch up. What is this? Revert target card. Yep. But so now he has to start his momentum all over again. He's lost momentum. Ha ha. Ha. Bad jokes. Should take the wind out of his sails. That was a really lucky Merry Caravan draw, by the way. He can still make 10-10s though with this, so that's... I'm still not in a great spot. I think he can make a 10-10 here. Yep. That's bad. That's double bad if he has a resource. Hopefully, no, that's right, he has coins. Because I am not able to stop this guy. I guess I get a second Pathfinder here too, but yeah, it's not great. Can't swing now, can ya? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah, now he's out of coins. We'll go this guy. This guy. But Dread Harvest. Swing for 5, I guess. Do I want to put the additional pressure on him. He can do... He's going to have a 10-10 pretty soon. Yeah, I think I have to. Let's put the pressure on him. The 10-10s are going to be problematic for me. See if I can claim a Pathfinder here. Nope, he's not willing to do it. I don't blame him. But hopefully I can just produce like all these blockers off of Merry Caravan where it won't matter. +1/+1 invincible. Okay. Still playing resources somehow. Why isn't he making 10-10s yet? Annihilate. Destroy all the cards. Oh, well that would... That's just rude. Is this charges? Is that what this is? Well, he just wombo comboed me, I guess. That's good games. Yeah, there's no reason to play any further. He's just showing me cards out of his deck, but... Okay, we know what to do. We know what to do, though. It's okay. It's mostly for the blood matchup. We want this. Seeker seems good. We definitely want this Heckler. Want lots of those. Probably Battle of Destiny. I think we can just get by with those. I don't think we need this much constant removal. Well, yeah, you're right. Like, yeah, the Pocket Army and this guy are probably not really what we're looking for here. We can play with one. The Merry Caravan is way too slow. Although it did help us out a bit there. And the Silverback doesn't do very much here. And that guy probably also doesn't do too much. This should be fine though, I think. Yeah, let's just stick with that. Pocket Army also gives me more targets, because sometimes someone just kills everything and I'm like, well, if I had a body, I could use my champion ability. Well, there's another body, right? Because, like, every body that I throw momentum on becomes a problem eventually. Yeah, we'll keep this hand. We need a resource here. Yeah. Maybe non-resource was the best way to go there, but it's hard to say. Diamonds and Wild. Okay, same thing as last time. We're going to do non-resource, and then we'll play our Might Singer next turn. So I guess I could have done a resource there, actually, but... Because I'll draw the resource and before I draw the card off of Might Singer, so maybe that would have been the better play. There you are, you little guy that I'm not going to say a bad word about right now. Wow, that's a lot of Might Singer. And that is exactly the answer I need for that guy. Yep. Heckler is going to go to work. I think I'd trade the Heckler for his guy. It would feel better if I could kill it with Might Singer's damage, like if he was big enough, but it's not going to happen. So that's fine. Heckler's good enough. Oh, not this turn though. It's going to be a turn or two. I'll take the damage. He thought I was actually going to make this trade. Okay, so we can't Heckler his guy, so we're just going to play 2 Might Singers instead. Yeah. We didn't have an attack, so there's no reason to play those in the second main phase. I'm gonna get you, you little leprechaun. Pathfinder's bad too, but what's worse, Pathfinder or the leprechaun? He thinks I'm actually gonna block him. I don't get it. Yeah, I've got the right stuff to take care of this. I'm just going to go ahead and take care of his Pathfinder here. So I've got another Heckler on the way to utilize all this damage output. Yep, Heckler's heckling him. Pretty good heckling, Heckler. Don't draw any cards, buddy. Don't call me buddy, guy. Don't call me guy, buddy. Ooh, the leprechaun. I'll take the 4. That's fine. You can get a coin. Because I'm killing your guys next turn. You might be able to, whatever it was, kill one of my guys with the 2-point removal here, but seems pretty good. Heckler again. I guess I could have palmed there, so that's kind of a play mistake. You'll be my blocker. Constant. Troops you control get +3 defense this turn, or destroy a random opposing troop with 5 or more power. Okay. So which one are you going to do? This one or this one? Or, okay, that was a little late there. He could have saved his dude if he had played that properly, but whatever. I'm still going to keep this guy in play because I really want him to be afraid. Yeah, so that's a kind of a big play mistake there for him. He really needed to save his guy. Luckily for him, I misplayed my pomegranate, but these guys are going to be even bigger. They're going to be 12/12s next turn, so that's bad for him. Okay. Okay. So I'll take the damage because there's a chance he has tricks here. That's fine. Okay, we're gonna palm first, I think. I could go Pathfinder and then play my resource, but there's no chance that I would be able to play palm. I feel like I just wanna. What happens if I buff this guy? How much does it cost? It costs 3. I can do it at quick action speed. So I can play this during his upkeep. I just need to make sure I have upkeep checked for him. So let's do that. And I'll just kill his guy on his upkeep. Or maybe just swing in here. Actually, that's like game, right? If I just swing. Because he can't stop all the damage. He can stop 12 damage. He can't stop 22 damage. Unless he has something in his hand, but... yeah. 22 damage is a lot. I think we're good with this. Yeah. Mostly we just need to hope he either doesn't have that card to start out the game with, or hope that he... I mean, what happens when he doesn't draw that? There's got to be hands where he doesn't have that in hand, so... nobody's Is he cosmic? Oh, he is cosmic. Oh. Well, I've been cosmic before. Click, squish. We've got Battle of Destiny. We've got a Palm of Granite. This looks pretty loose. I'm not a big fan of this hand right now, but I'm gonna keep it because I can play a Might Singer and then I can Battle of Destiny this guy maybe with it. Looks pretty bad. Okay, it's a lot better now. Okay, we can play a Palm of Granite now, so we're okay. We'll probably just go ahead and commit a Might Singer because we've got 2. Did he just take damage for something? Oh, off of the whatever it's called, the dual shard with the damage. Okay. I guess that's another thing, is like my deck doesn't deal damage to itself. It's always a plus. So we can actually just Palm of Granite here. Yep, that's a good choice. That's a good choice. So we'll Might Singer and then play a resource instead of Palm. He needs to do that to like every Might Singer that hits the table. Okay, that's a problem. Champion plays a non-resource card, create a lucky coin. Discard. Okay. That, I definitely need a Battle of Destiny eventually. But he's gonna make so many coins off of that thing, my goodness. Yep, get your coins. Get your coins. This guy just gives him a coin, which seems really bad. I can't battle a Destiny that guy right now. I think we don't play the Pocket Army just because we don't want him to have an additional coin. Yeah, this guy's really good. What deck beats us? The other Momentum deck. That's the one that beats us. Chomp Knight plus Battle works as well, but it would take us a full round to do that, and meanwhile he's just getting in tons of coins. Yep, there's Palm. Maybe I should start playing the Blood deck where I can just like kill things at will. Get those coins. Oh, there's another Might Singer. Well, we definitely play this just because he might have the removal for it. And I guess I'll do 2 damage. Because I'm not going to block that anyways. Oh, I guess I misplayed there. I could have played an additional resource and buffed my guy, but whatever. Battle of Destiny next turn to take care of this problem. Unless a bigger problem presents itself, like that. My goodness. Well, that's lucky. Well, I guess I'm glad I didn't buff my guy now. If only that were an artifact. So, coins to draw a card. Lots of coins. There's our other coiny guy. This guy doesn't fly. No. So I guess I will play a Chomp Knight. Because I've got a second one anyways. Let's play a Chomp Knight, buff it, and then play a resource. And then as long as it doesn't die, I can do Battle of Destiny and kill some stuff next turn. Or actually, I can do it this turn? Okay, so let's kill the biggest problem, which is this guy. Let him have his coins. Non-resource, or we would have definitely want non-resources. There we go. That didn't even deal damage to this guy. This guy isn't even close to being momentumed up yet, so he's really not that much of an issue. Choose a number. Void all cards. What a prick. So 5. Luckily, I can just Rotting Chomp Knight it. Take 6. He's gonna have so many coins. That's right, I'm running Eternal Seeker too. I just don't have the nice looking one. Ah! It's like he's watching the stream.
So.
I guess that's the logical choice though, just because it gains him 5 life. So that shouldn't be that surprising to me. It's just still annoying. I think he just won. Super frustrating. Well, I guess when this thing dies, I can kill it too. So let's play the Dread Harvest. Let's give him all the coins. All the coins. Play this. Play the Chomp Knight. I'm going to go ahead and target his thing anyways. Even though it doesn't work. Play a Pocket Army. And yeah. I don't feel like this was a bad match for us. A matchup. It definitely could have gone either way. So the plan here is take 5, kill these guys, blocking, and then that guy will kill this guy. That's the idea here. I think this is the biggest problem. So we'll jump here. He may just swing with that. I guess now, yeah, he just did his thing again, so I can't kill it anyways. Yeah, we're still chumping off here. The big one was Algerithian's Glory wiping out my my dudes there. Oh, that's just rude. And I can't exhaust this guy because he just came into play. Even if I drew my Eternal Seeker, it wouldn't help here. Yeah, that's good games. Yeah, we just didn't draw the nuts, and we gave him tons of coins, and yeah. But Blood versus this deck would just, I think it would just decimate this deck. It just feels like they're not presenting enough problems, or like it has a lot of things that can recover properly for Blood. Yeah, I don't really see enough threats to deal with Blood effectively. I mean, I guess he's got, the nice thing is he's got Indestructible, and that can be helpful because that can be hard to work around, but you know, just wait for it to be down. Ah, man, I gotta get to bed. Well, it's kind of a sad note to end the night on, but I gotta go to sleep because I gotta work tomorrow. So appreciate everyone for stopping by. We had a lot of activity in the chat, which we haven't had for a while. Tomorrow's game development. I'll be working on my game 6 aspects for the next 3 days, and then we'll be doing Hearthstone on Thursdays and Fridays, and back to Hex on Saturdays and Sundays. We're starting to actually play against people where I might actually have to do some deck building to try to figure out what the meta is currently doing, so that way I can actually play around it, like that last one. So until next time, this is Aaron Squire signing off, saying God bless your families. Make sure to check out the YouTube channel. Go to my website, AaronSquiresLancerGames.com, and download the demo of 6 aspects. Looking forward to working on that tomorrow. Have a good one.